They dominate the financial system, and pretty much from the minute you wake up to the minute you go to bed, they're probably the top three holders in most of the products that you use. Now, of course, what I'm sharing with you is just my research. Do your own research. But I'm trying to help you understand what is actually happening in the transition, in the greatest transition in our living history. So if you don't know, or you haven't watched my YouTube channel, as I explained in detail how BlackRock is deeply connected through Circle. Circle is USDC. So you got Circle, Coinbase, BlackRock. And remember, Larry Fink said if you're worried about the debasement of your country's currency, Bitcoin might be a good option. Now, Larry Fink, who once told us Bitcoin, look this way, it's no good, is now the largest holder besides Satoshi through their BlackRock ETF IBIT. They're also the number 3 holder in Strategy B, which is the number 1 holder physically in Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin's a fraud and it's going to go to zero, then why would the number 1 asset manager in the world that has 11 trillion under management, that's bigger than most countries' GDP, be the number 1 holder through IBIT? And why would they be the number 3 holder in Strategy B, who is the number 1 physical holder? And why would they be connected to Circle, Study the Build Fund, connected to Coinbase? You have to understand the infrastructural rails that are happening and get out of the emotion, get out of the FUD, and start to build conviction through research. Your financial system is being completely rewired. And Circle just linked up with EM Global, which connected USDC, Circle, to a global payout infrastructure of over 190 countries and 100 currencies. DTCC Group just partnered with Stellar XLM. And I do want to state something about that. You see all these people, I'm selling XRP for XLM. Guys, it's not a zero-sum game. Calm down. People are asking me what I'm doing. I'm buying more XRP. I own XLM. It's not a zero-sum game. There's trillions of dollars that run through these markets. There's Samsung phones. There's Apple phones. There's Bank of America. There's JP Morgan. Competition is fantastic. It's amazing. And if you make your investments based on emotional reactions or every single announcement, you're going to get wrecked. So what I'm encouraging you to do is not to listen to me, but do your own research. Go deep into this. Understand how deep BlackRock is in blockchain and tokenization and infrastructure and stable coins. Understand what the banks are actually doing. They're rewiring their financial system. They're rewiring the system, and you'll be operating on crypto without even knowing it. This is nothing new under the sun. Think of 1996, the Telecom Act, to 2000. The Telecom Act, the Clarity Act. And what happened after the Telecom Act? Going into 2000, they monopolized all the small companies. It always ends up in the same 1%'s hands. So pay attention, be careful, and make sure you invest in stuff that's going to be here after regulation. Thought we were running to decentralization? Well, it's centralized decentralization. The big banks are coming in. They're going to be part of the system. If you can't beat it, join it. Can't beat it?